All right, we're live. We are live after the Browns defeat the Bengals last night. Welcome on in. Was it 20? Was it 32-12?
Yeah.
A little live post game reaction here. Browns finally win. They snapped what was a 4-game losing streak.
Unfortunately,
it was getting a little rough here for a month, but we're doing good now. So
yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah, Browns played really well. Defense shored up. A lot to talk about. A lot to go over and analyze. Trade deadline just ended. Stuff going on there.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley got shipped off. So Bradley Chubb got shipped off.
Yep. Chase Claypool.
Even in the NBA, I was hearing about Ime Udoka to the Nets for a while.
Yeah.
That was a rumor for a while.
Steve Nash, they finally let him free of his chains. Good for Steve. That organization's just awful.
Absolutely terrible. But yeah, man. What'd you think of the game last night? What was your take on it?
It was extremely cathartic. They're no longer the Bengals to me. They're the Bagels.
They're the Bengals.
Bagels. Like bagels.
Oh, the Bagels.
Yeah, the Bagels. I like that more. And his name's not Joe Burrow. It's Bo Juro from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, the defensive line looked great, even without Perrion Winfrey being a healthy scratch again. That's weird, but we had Alex Wright playing inside a lot, which I thought was an interesting way to use him, and he played pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't run the ball to save their life, but the Bengals haven't been able to run the ball all season. The offensive line had a really nice showing last week against the Falcons, and they just didn't against the Browns. I think Joe Burrow was sacked 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett 1.5 sacks, ton of pressures, forced a interception on the first drive, which is great.
Sione he step up and play well too, because he was making those comments all week. I'm a bury Joe Burrow, and like,
yeah. I'm glad he did.
You got to step up though. You can't say all that and play like crap.
Yeah, absolutely. Sione Taki, I can't say enough nice things. even though Myles Garrett did his
Taki. That I mean, you can easily give to Nick Chubb and.
But I'm just talking about the defense.
I'm saying like my player of the game would be Taki.
Same. Sione Taki should stay at Mike linebacker for the rest of the year.
I agree.
He was great. Like that defensive setup, you have JJ3. He was wearing the green dot, making sure everybody was in place, which I think was great. I mean, if it's not Anthony Walker, let it be JJ3 because he already did that for the Rams before he came over here. So
defensive stats for you on the screens. We get a look at last night. So Taki, 13 totals, 6 solos, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. MJ Emerson stepped up and played really well.
MJ Emerson's been playing well all year.
He's been playing well. That was a great pick. Deion Jones came in, got a sack, the new addition.
I like Deion Jones. I like
Garrett. What did he have? 2 total, 1 solo, 1.5 sacks, 1 tackle for loss. Yeah, I mean, overall, pretty good, man. The defense finally stepped up. They look a lot better. Well, hopefully they can keep it up is the question. That's the everybody wants to know.
I think they will. I mean, obviously, your division opponents really well, and the 2 best defensive outings outside of the 2 best defensive outings really have been against division opponents. But I'm hoping that, like the Ravens game last year, is where they kind of turn things around, and then they turn things around again this year in the Ravens game. Obviously, we didn't win that game, but you still held them to 23. And even though the offense was turning the ball over again and again and again, like, you hold a team to 23, it doesn't sound like you did too well, but like in that game, the defense played very well. And now, they held the Bengals, which is a very high octane, explosive offense. And you can say they were missing Jamar Chase. Well, we were missing Denzel Ward, our best corner. They were missing their best receiver, so it is what it is.
Well, here you go. Nobody picked us to win.
Yeah, I mean, here the Bengals are always saying, "Oh, we have 3 number 1 receivers. It's 1A, 1B, 1C," and it's like, okay, where were 1B and 1C? Or was T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd the whole game? And hell, Hayden Hurst has been playing well for him too, which is weird, but
they got Joe Burrow's number for some reason.
They really do. I don't know so much as Joe Burrow as it is Zach Taylor.
Well, their offensive line's bad. It's
It
supposed
is
to be all
bad.
new and improved. That's not good.
It takes time for it to gel. I liked the Lyle Collins pick, but he's generally like a right tackle.
Well, I
And
like
like
Kappa. They brought Kappa over
I like
from
Kappa a
the
lot.
Bucks. I liked him coming out in that draft, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they just
Who's their left tackle's name? Jonah Williams, right?
Jonah Williams from Alabama.
He's
He
horrible.
got hurt last year.
He's so bad. He's
And they
been
took
bad
him
all
high
year.
too. Then they took him.
They had to have.
He was
right?
he was a first round pick. Damn.
Alabama left tackle.
Yeah, just kind of like us. So with Jed, but I think
Jed's played better. Jed's at least very good at pass blocking. Like he's
his
improved.
run blocking's good here and there.
He's improved this year way over last year, but
his rookie year was good. Rookie year he was really good at pass blocking.
Yeah, I mean his pass blocking has been good since he's been here. I'm never gonna.
Last year he was hurt. You're in line on a bad ankle. You can't move as well. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
But Jed's been good. But again, that's what impressed me last night more than anything was Taki. But look at the offensive line. You had Ethan Pocic. Is that his name?
Yeah, Ethan Pocic,
whatever his name. You had like 2-3 guys out there.
Yeah.
You had 2-3 guys out there last night that aren't even starters. And they looked like a starting caliber line. Like you wouldn't it looked like they didn't miss a beat.
Yeah.
White Teller's the best guard in all of football.
Yeah. Hjalte Froholt, I think is how you say
Froholt. Drew Forbes even got some snaps last night.
That 2-point conversion when we had all offensive linemen and Nick Chubb, James Hudson just running across and he just plows into Ryan, I think it was.
The Manning cast, dude, they were laughing like, oh my god.
Oh, it's so good.
I was kind of like surprised. I'm like, well, you know what? As well as they're running the ball, why not?
Yeah. I mean, why not? You have it on the one, so
can we go ahead and just declare Nick Chubb far and away the best running back in football?
Best running back in football by far.
He might be even a top 5 player in the league. I'm serious.
I mean, offensively, yeah. I don't see why you wouldn't put him there. I mean, like as far as pure runners of the football, I don't think there is one better. I think he's legitimately number one in all those stats. As a pass catcher, granted, we're never really going to use him like that. Like maybe a screen here and there, but like, he's not the Alvin Kamara gonna like catch a 10-yard pass and then run for an additional 15. That's just not who he is. It's not who he's ever going to be. And that's fine. Like whoever's here, Kareem Hunt or next year, Jerome Ford, Dearness Johnson, whoever takes his helm after this year, that can be his thing. We can keep running committee. I'm fine with that. Keep Nick Chubb as healthy as he can for as long as he can.
Sorry. Yeah, I agree.
But the Browns play really, really well, man. I'm glad, that blocked field goal at first, that kind of sucked. But
that's the special teams. It's still
suspect.
It's still
suspect.
I
still think he should be fired.
Yeah, it's Prefer. I'm sorry, bud. You gotta hit the road, Jack. At least Joe Woods is showing some change. No, I'm not totally convinced.
We should tell every week, Joe Woods, if you don't play well, you're fired. His job should always be on the line.
It's like it's like in the car business. You show him the box. Just show Joe Woods the box. Joe Woods, hold up that box every week. Hey man,
every week, yeah.
We're not messing around here.
Yeah, but
show Joe Woods the box every week
because he plays well. He coaches well.
When they play aggressive, they play better. The DBs play better. No more of this cover 3, cover 4, sit back and watch it. They don't play well in that. When they're aggressive, they play well.
Yeah.
And go look at the games they played well in the past. So they're aggressive. When they're not aggressive, they don't look as good.
Right. No, I agree.
And so I got a special guest for you, Mike. He had to come on and see you. And joining the stream now is my father. There he is.
Hey, Schnucks.
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything?
Oh, gosh. Turn up your volume.
We can hear you. Turn up your volume.
Yeah. Technology is not his thing.
What's that?
So technology is just not your thing. He can't even hear us. Look at him.
Turn up
What?
your volume.
Turn up your volume.
No.
Go run to the other room and talk about.
Turn up your volume. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna put him down at the bottom. We'll bring him back in a minute. But we'll bring him back in a minute. Let's see. We'll bring him back in a minute. Hold on. You need to take the phone off the Wi-Fi too. Yeah, now look at it. It's just a black screen now. It's just leave and come back in. All right, we'll see what happens in a minute. We'll see if we can get him back. But
That's great.
that was great. Yeah, that's my dad technology. But anywho, yeah, I mean, I thought, they stepped up and played better. Finally, played aggressive, but they handed the ball off more. It looks like in Kareem Hunt's stain, they finally used Kareem Hunt and they made the offense so much better. I mean, what do you see there? I mean, we get Kareem Hunt more involved.
Well,
we should have been involved to begin with, but
I think, us running more, obviously, the flow of the game kind of thing, when you're up 18-0, after the first drive of the second half, you have the luxury that you can run the ball a bunch. The whole, we got to run the ball 20 times every time to win. It's just the flow of the game. When we're down, you're forced to throw. That's just the way it is. When you're down in the fourth, you have to throw. You can't really run it too much, maybe unless you're on the goal line. But I think Kareem Hunt was utilized pretty well. He's always been there for he'll always get a series every game, I'm pretty sure, and get those third down reps where he's pretty much, running all the pass plays or running a screen, running a curl, what have you. Sometimes they'll motion him out to the edge, or for extra protection, just because he's a better pass blocker back there than Chubb is. So, I thought Kareem played really, really well. I think Amari Cooper played.
Amari played great.
He played insane.
And look who they finally gave more targets to. And when he catches the ball and you throw it to him.
Oh yeah, David Bell.
Bell, my man. Just give him some more target. Obviously Cooper's a great number one. You got Peoples-Jones. He's played pretty well.
He's played very, very well. He's proven himself as the wide receiver too. I think he's
put David Bell in the slot.
He's gonna continuously get more reps. I think we talked about this a touch bit, but I think that's more of a failing on the quarterback we have.
Yeah, there's no people put it out there yet.
Yeah, because
hold on, Mike. Let's see if we get it again.
Can you hear us now?
Barely.
Turn up your volume.
Turn it up.
My volume's up.
All right, well, you just gotta listen then. You gotta pay attention.
I don't know what it is.
No.
You like the mustache? This is the reason we won, was the mustache.
Look like freaking Mario.
I'd be better than Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right, the link's in the chat. If anybody else wants to join, just hit that link in the chat. I'll bring you up here. But yeah, well, it's your first time on the reel. Welcome to the reel.
I can't. I'm having technical difficulties. I cannot hear.
Right, because you got that shit phone. That's why. Get you a new phone. Anyway.
Take me backstage again. I'll see if I can figure it out.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We're trying.
Oh boy. But anywho.
What's obviously offensively, I think kind of what I was getting at was with Jacoby, he's still even though he's been playing really well, that's Kevin Stefanski. I think that's all Kevin Stefanski. I don't think you can argue with how he schemes people open.
Mm-hmm.
I just think, Jacoby's still a limited quarterback that we're making look really, really good. And I think, outside of he'll go to his first read, which is always Amari or DPJ, or they'll scheme Njoku when he's out there.
Mm-hmm.
He loves to look for Njoku, top big tight end. But when Deshaun gets back, I think we'll see a lot more production from David Bell, from, maybe they get Michael Woods in there more now that Anthony Schwartz is a healthy scratch. I think, he's head for the practice squad or Cuttsville. It's sad. We really want a speedster. I know how much a speedster is needed. Maybe we can find one in the draft. Another third round pick for a speedster. I can't see us doing anything else unless we, at this point, need to draft a defensive tackle. Our tackles played okay, but that's still a big weakness with the Cleveland Browns, in my opinion. We need more defensive tackles. So many more defensive tackles. Can you hear us now, laddie?
I figured it out.
He figured it out.
I figured it out. This damn apps.
The future, dude.
I figured it out, dude.
You're in the future.
I'm ready. I can't believe I figured it out, but I did.
Oh, that's great. That's
First
awesome.
time on. 50th episode.
50th episode.
What's that?
Oh, I'm repeating what you're saying, kind of.
It's an honor. Well, I can't hear. I can hear Mike. I can hear you, but I can't hear Joseph.
I can't hear Joseph. Did you mute your mic? Oh, you muted your mic.
Because I'm on the phone trying to help him out backstage. I'm like,
I got you.
Well, they're talking with no mic on. But anyway, no, this isn't the 50th one. I can make it the 50th one though.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, it's just.
Well, it don't matter. I don't really care.
Hey, who cares? But yeah, it's your first time on. Now you know it's up here with me and the man Mike.
Oh yeah.
Anybody doesn't know, Mike, why don't you give a backstory of your relationship with my dad?
Oh, I mean, I've known your dad longer than I've known you. We worked together in the car business. He became like, I look up to him a lot. He's a great man, great human being. He sharpened me, if you will, through the car business, and we just became extremely close friends after all these years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look at this nut.
No, Mike's one of those, he first started working on Barber Road. I kind of browbeat him to death, like I did a lot of people back then, but he held up. And once I got to know Mike is when the thing I love about Mike, and Mike knows this, I love anyone that makes me laugh, and you know this, Joseph. He makes me laugh. This dude just started making me laugh all the time at work, and I was like, I love this dude.
I love you too, buddy.
He's a character, and he took those beatings he got, and but I always felt it was I always took it as a great compliment and honor when I transitioned out of that particular place, and then people followed me. So things didn't work out for various reasons, and we all know why. But I take that as the biggest compliment in the world. So we have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, you guys had a lot of fun.
A ton of fun.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said a ton of fun. It is always fun.
That's what it's all about.
Missy, I gotta go see you at the new spot soon. We gotta hang out soon or something.
Oh yeah,
Come in anytime, dude. You know that. You're like, it's family.
Love you to death. What'd you think of the Browns game?
Yeah, what'd you think of the game last night?
Well, it's about damn time. You know what I mean? I said they were going to win. I told Joseph.
I called it too. I said
a few weeks early. I was telling guys at work yesterday that they were going to win. A couple of guys were like, "Oh, you're crazy." I just felt like they were due to win, and they always seem like they play well at night at home. So, you just knew they were going to put a game together.
I mean, they needed to.
But I think probably two things. Getting number 27 involved more, and then the defense actually played with some intensity and some heart. They played with heart last night,
right?
And that's what that's what propelled them to the win. So when I was at that Patriots game,
man.
you talking about no heart. They were horrific. There was people. There was droves of people leaving at halftime. It was terrible. We didn't even go back inside. We went out to get some food at halftime with maybe like 6 minutes left at halftime. Joy wanted to go out and get food. So we went out and got food to beat their line, thinking, okay, we're going to get right back in. Start of the third quarter. But, I'm sitting there watching on the screen in the club area, and I'm just watching what's unfolding. And we said, the hell with it. We're not even going back in. We never went back in.
No.
Yeah. I think
everyone was leaving. It's just like it's terrible. I take Joy to her first game. It was a great day. It was great weather.
75 and sunny.
It's against the Patriots, which she used to live in New England for a certain amount of time. All my family's from there. Her parents, all her aunts, everybody's from there. Mm-hmm. And how fitting it was for it to be her first game, and they just shit the bed. So.
Yeah.
But, oh, well, we had a great time, and I want to take her to a night game. And I don't want to sit in the club anymore. I mean, I was grateful to be there. We had the best seats there. You sit in front row, club level.
Got to go to the pound.
Yeah, it's definitely it's not as interesting. It's not as fun. You know what I mean? I like sitting in the pound or out with I want to sit with the average people. The average everyday people that work their asses off to go to a Browns game, and you have a lot more fun. When I went to the Steelers game, we sat on the end, not a dog pound, but the other end, and it was a blast.
I told you the story about it.
Those are my kind of people there.
We told the story about Larry, who.
Oh yeah, we had this cat named Larry. I take Joseph's uncle, Brent. And he went to the game with me last year. So we go up to this game, and, we're sitting there, and we got this guy, Larry, that's sitting in front of me, and he's with his son. Larry's probably in his late 50s. He's got a son. He's probably, I don't know, maybe his late 20s, and he's got two of his buddies. And how it is at the game. You just start BS and having fun. And Larry comes back. He gets up to go get some food, and he comes back, and he's got a fry, right? And he just stops right in front of me. He just hands me a fry. Right? So for the next I don't know, 7 to 8 minutes, occasionally, Brent sitting next to me. Larry just hands a fry over his shoulder to us. He just fed us fries for you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Only at a football game do you get that kind of camaraderie.
Only at a Browns football game.
Browns game, that kind of camaraderie, and that's what makes it so special. And you don't, I tell you don't get that sitting in the club area. You only get that with the real fans. So, but I love it.
You get it all.
I wanted to go last night. I could have went last night, but it was the last day of the month, and I have obligations. So, Jeremy went with one of the guys from work, but
me and the missus were gonna go because we had our 8-year anniversary yesterday. But we decided just to stay at home and just kind of hang out. And it was a great game. I really liked with me and Joseph were talking about the fact that Sione Takitaki was at Mike at linebacker, and he should probably stay there for the rest of the year for how well he played. And also just John Johnson III being the defensive signal caller instead of, Jacob Phillips, who's on IR now. But I think him being the green dot is the best way to make sure your defensive backs are always in the right position, because the front seven will take care of themselves. Just make sure the defensive backs don't blow coverages. So if we can keep that up, I think we have a good chance to beat the Dolphins, whose defense is horrible. And obviously we're probably going to lose to the Bills, but
I don't know. If they beat the Dolphins, you got momentum. I mean, momentum's real. I mean, if they beat I wouldn't pick them. I think the Bills are the best team. I think Josh Allen might be the best quarterback in the league too.
Well, but you have that kind of talent on a team. You shouldn't be sitting around debating whether or not you should beat the Dolphins.
Right.
If they come out and just play like professionals, and like they play with some heart, play for their fans, and play with pride, they should easily win that game.
Hell, you're playing for your season at this point. It's like every game's a must-win.
And you still got enough talent to catch, Buffalo maybe on a down week. You know, even though Buffalo's got probably the best quarterback in football right now, arguably the best quarterback in football.
Best defense too, by the
Yeah,
number.
I mean, they can lose. You know what I mean?
They can't lose. Yeah, I mean, they lost to the Jags last year. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, the odds will always be in their favor in that game, but still, though, I mean, if you know how it is. I mean, you just go into fire in your ass. You can. Who wants to win the most?
Right.
You know
I mean, here, if we beat the Dolphins and we come out and beat, it would be the most Browns thing in the world to beat the number 1 seed, being the Bills in their house.
Well, you're right on that, because that's what they do. They lose to the teams that they should single-handedly beat, and then they win against the teams they shouldn't beat.
They need Denzel back for that.
Denzel should be back after
because the problem with the Dolphins game is they got so much speed. You got Waddle and you got Tyreek Hill.
Right.
Outside. And that's a lot to contain.
And Denzel's really good at covering Tyreek. I mean,
we need speed.
Sticky like glue.
We need to be healthy, but we need
Denzel needs to become really good at being available. That's what would drive me out of my damn mind. You know what I mean? It's like guys not coming to work all the time. I mean, I don't care how talented you are. If you can't get to work, get the hell out. You know what I mean? That guy needs to be available. He's called off more than anybody I can think of on that team. And Mike, you know how that just drives me crazy.
Yeah. No, I got you.
He's got a forecast he's got to meet, and he's not meeting it.
I get it. It's all different with him, with the way concussion protocols are now, because he got a concussion at the worst possible time.
Okay, well, I'll give him that one, especially after the Tua thing.
Yeah, because they changed the whole protocol.
I'm talking about since he became a Brown. He's missed.
Yeah, he's got a lot of injuries.
He's had some injury problems in the past. Yeah,
he hasn't been very prompt, and I don't miss work when I'm sick.
Right. Yeah. His brain hit his skull. That's why he's out.
I'm just saying, it makes you wonder, like, can these guys really play? I mean,
Mike, it's a special day for you, because not only do you get to meet your other former boss.
Oh, yay.
You got your other former boss.
Look at him.
There he is.
Look at him with his Under Armour hat.
Hey,
look at that.
Hey, you got the box? You still got the box sitting next to you?
I tossed that shit.
Don't worry, boys. Kevin Stedansky was at the game last night.
I saw the pictures, dude. It was close. You looked pretty close. That was a great costume.
I lost my voice and took about 100 selfies with people as I was barking into my fake play sheet.
There he is, right there.
I saw the Wayne's World one. That looked great.
Kevin
Stedansky.
Kevin Stedansky.
He looked good.
A great game.
He did call a hell of a game. He ran the ball, like you said.
Well,
yeah.
At least
run the ball.
At least after that double pass attempt.
Yeah, that was awful.
First,
yeah.
I thought I was gonna have to throw my headset away after that play call.
We're gonna have Amari Cooper throw the ball in
traffic. Yeah. At least it made for a funny. It made for a funny presser after the game, because Amari Cooper even said verbatim, "That was an abomination. I was trying to throw it away. I didn't know how hard it was to throw the ball away."
After that play, I started to walk to the top of my section, and the fans go, "Hey, where are you going?" I said, "To kill myself." What a great game to be at, though. Ashley is officially 0-7 at Browns Bengals games that I take her
to every one.
So all we have to do is play the Bengals every week, and we're good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Dan was at the game, so
or play on prime time every game.
What was it like being there? What did you think of the game last night?
It was awesome. It was the most dominant game I've seen the Browns play since last year when we went to Cincinnati and we played the Bengals.
As soon as we play well against the Bengals, the defense steps
for whatever
up.
reason, Stefanski's got it in his head that he can just beat up on Zach Taylor whenever he gets a chance. So,
yeah.
I was supposed to come up. I could have went, but I had to close the month out. So
yeah, I saw Lynch there.
Yeah. I didn't let him out till 8 though.
Yeah, I saw Lynch and Brandon down there.
Do you know Owensby?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know you know Owensby.
Yeah, just from when he was at Nissan. I've met him before, a couple Christmas parties.
Yeah, he's a cool cat. He's funny.
Yep,
He
they
like-
were hanging out.
The gross pig.
We got
Yeah.
Hanford Dixon's tickets. Met the top dog there on the way in.
Did you?
I saw
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
saw those pictures.
That's pretty cool.
Yep, good dude. That dude's a good dude.
You got him in a
Well,
rig, don't you?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's
yeah,
cool.
I mean, we were talking about where we think where we think they can go going forward. What do you think? Can they with the next one? Obviously, they got the bye, then the Dolphins.
Well,
What
it's
do you see
still going to be a
like?
rough year for the rest of the year for us, no doubt. I mean, you just
Yeah.
watch the entire league jockeying for position through the trade deadline, where the Browns
Did nothing.
they were going to do nothing anyway. But we
Yeah.
could have at least
Yeah.
probably found a home for Kareem Hunt today. But
Mhm.
We weren't going to take more than what our compensatory pick's going to be by letting him walk in free agency, though, and that's what all people were offering. So we were only
Yeah.
going to trade him for a fourth or higher. So it is what it is. I mean,
yeah, the Ravens got Roquan Smith. They're pretty much a shoe in to win the division for sure.
that's such a weird pickup. Like,
The-
I wanted to
the-
talk to Joseph about that because it's like they get him as a rental because, like, Lamar hasn't been paid. Either you, A, think you're not going to be able to retain Lamar, so you got to try and win the Super Bowl this year,
Mhm.
or B, you think you can get Lamar for cheaper than what he's asking for, which he hasn't signed a contract for every time you've tried to get him cheaper. So that trade made no sense to me. I think it's a dumb trade for Roquan Smith. I mean, it helps him this year, but like he already said, hey, I want to be the highest paid Mike linebacker in the league. Like I want to be paid $20 million a year. Like,
I was just staring at your mustache the entire time you're talking. I'm sorry.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's
Yeah,
good. It's a
Hey,
good
you know what?
mustache.
Hey, I told him it's Mario. You know what I just thought of, Mike? You look like Cheech
Cheech.
from Cheech and
Pretty
Chong.
close.
Yeah, he
You
does.
look
Pretty
like
close.
Cheech. You do.
I mean, that thing is just epic.
Thank you. I know. I know.
Yes.
It's a very nice mustache. I'm never
Right.
shaving it because the Browns won. So
Right.
Woolly caterpillar on your lip.
All right.
Look at that thing.
Yeah.
yeah, it's very voluptuous.
I don't know. Dad, what do you think? Do you think the Browns can get some momentum going here? They can beat the Dolphins? Can you hear me? You there?
Did he just glitch
He's
up?
still looking at Mike's mustache.
I guess so. Oh, what the? Can you hear me? You there? Dad? Hello?
Joe.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh,
bud.
I'm asking. I said, do you think they can? What do you think? Can they win the division somehow, or no? You think it's the Ravens a lock?
Who you asking me?
Yeah, you.
You talking to me?
I think that. I mean, they got the talent. I mean, it's just here's the difference. These guys, like last night, they just play with heart. I mean, there's so many games these assholes don't play with any heart. You know what I mean? They have the talent. If they can get in, I mean, if they can get to 500 by after week 11, here the way that division's been, it's possible. Is it likely, especially with that trade that they made, that Baltimore made?
Mm,
Probably not, but I would think the fact that Lamar Jackson's not signed up, he's not signed up for a reason, and that may start to become a factor later in the season.
okay.
Why is he not signed up? Is the coach not all in on him?
He wants a fully
They
guaranteed
won't fully
contract.
guarantee his money. He wants that Deshaun Watson contract.
Mm.
Like the
Yeah,
rest of
but
the
I mean,
entire NFL is going to want now.
Browns
The
got a
laws-
franchise QB and screwed the Ravens. Probably screwed the Bengals because they're not going to be able to pay Joe when he comes up. So
They
I
have
just
to pay
think
Joe.
I just think the
You
longer
hope he's a franchise QB, Mike.
Huh?
the longer that plays out, I think it may become a distraction later in the season. It has to weigh on people's minds, especially the quarterback's mind. So I don't know. I mean, it's possible.
Well,
So-
I think Lamar pretty much thought it was a done deal that he was going to the Dolphins next year until Tua started playing his ass off and actually became an NFL quarterback.
he could be a Saint.
But he's
Saints?
also representing himself. He doesn't have an agent. So
Yeah, he don't have an
he's-
agent, and I agree. I thought he was going to the Dolphins, but Tua seems to be playing well with Mike.
Right.
Was it Mike
Oh,
McDaniels?
they're building around Tua now. They're
Yeah.
ready to go with Tua. They're
Mike
ready to go.
McDaniels has done well, but
I think
yeah,
Lamar probably is going to be in the NFC South somewhere.
you think the Saints?
I think the Saints. There are a couple other NFC teams. I don't see him going to like the Lions or anything, but like I think the Saints makes the most sense.
Bryce Young's going to the Lions, dude. They're going to get the first pick, and Bryce Young's
Yeah.
the quarterback.
So here's a college football question. Do we think CJ Stroud's going to be the first Ohio State quarterback to actually play well in the league? Because, I mean, Justin Fields is too early to tell. He's played so-so. But
Justin Fields is playing the best he's ever played right now.
Right now, yeah. But it's rough start to the season. The coach is finally starting to use him more in his mobility, his strengths.
Got him Chase Claypool today.
Are you forgetting about Mike Tomczak?
Mike Tomczak.
Oh, man, that's an old name right there.
Oh, Mike Tomczak.
In recent memory, Ohio State quarterbacks have not done well in the league.
No, none of them ever have. They're system quarterbacks. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's different when you're not in the NFL. You're not looking at no one's holding up a sign for you on the sideline telling you what to do. You got to know how to actually play quarterback.
Right. So, well, you're also not throwing to all four that are playing.
You're not throwing the Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, that's right.
You're not throwing the Marvin Harrison Jr. every week.
You're loaded up with tailbacks. You got a huge offensive line. You got the best receiving. You got an NFL receiving core right now. So who the hell knows? I mean,
I think the best college quarterback coming out of this draft class probably. I don't know if he's up to be drafted this year. He might be. I don't know. Hendon Hooker.
He's available.
He's available. I think he's going to be the best QB prospect from this college draft class.
He's actually a slow developer. He's older.
Yeah,
he's older, but I don't know. I mean, a lot of it too is where they end up. You know, if you go to a shit organization, you're already up against it to begin with. I mean,
right.
Let's be honest. But I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll kind of Dan. What do you see around the NFL right now? Anything else you see you would want to hit on, or what's your thoughts?
Are the best team. The Eagles are the best team in the league by far. They're the most balanced team, and if Jalen Hurts keeps playing that way and they stay as balanced as they are, they're going to the Super Bowl for sure. Giselle got 50% of the Bucs offense in the Bulls.
I love that meme. That one's so good.
So Brady's not going to be
that?
around.
What's your opinion on that? Let's just say it's purely about.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Dan's a Bucs fan, so I got.
It's purely. Let's just say it's purely about him still playing football. You think he's crazy? You think he should have just hung it up?
Well, he's been accustomed so long that this is his life, and he's just obsessed with winning. He just has that drive that whatever he's doing, he needs to be winning. And when you're going to retire to be a house husband to a supermodel who's worth more money than you, there's not a lot of winning that's going to go on every day. So, you know, he's going to be a commentator after football and going to that life again. He extended that by coming back to the league and trying to win again. You know that if they go 9-8 this year and don't make a playoff run, or 8-9 or whatever it is, that he's coming back again to try to win again, because that's who he is. So Giselle probably saw that writing on the wall and wanted her husband at home and was just like, you are a little bit crazy. You're 45 years old and this needs to end sometime, and I'm just moving on. So
yeah,
on to Pete Davidson she goes, and on to Kim Kardashian he goes.
Right. Yeah. I think the dude's crazy, man. Yeah,
he is a little nuts, but he's obsessed with winning. I've never liked him for who he is off the field. I've liked him for the ruthless competitor and absolute magician that he is on the field. But
you really don't think he retires if they don't make the playoffs this year?
No.
Really?
No.
Yeah,
no way.
Not now.
No way he goes out like that.
Yeah. Not now.
The guy can still physically compete at a realistic high level when he has the actual system around him to do that and actually dedicates himself to it. But his line's been atrocious this year. He's always under pressure, and he's got his receivers that are always hurt. And Mike Evans just went brain dead this year and can't run any of the right routes. And he hasn't. And it's his first year with no Gronk, so it's a acclimation period for him. They're still going to win that division because it's so shitty. But
you think they'll bounce back then?
I think the Falcons will. Yeah. I think the Falcons will win the division.
Mike,
I think they fizzle out.
I'll bet $20 right now.
You want to bet 20?
I'll bet $20 to Dan.
Mike, you still owe me $200, I think.
I don't owe you anything.
You think the Falcons?
Dude, the Falcons are not going to win. You know Marcus Mariota's their quarterback, right?
I'm aware. And do you know the Bucs quarterback's Tom Brady, and they're like third? Like,
yeah, but who do you trust more?
Third in what?
The division.
Oh, the entire division's 4-4 and 3-5. Mike, what do you want to do about that? Who cares? They're going to win the division.
I don't think they will.
Tom's
Oh my
been
God.
distracted. Dude.
I think they'll go. I think they might make like a wild card, but I don't think they're going to win the division.
There's no team coming out of that division that's going to make the wild card, dude. Look at the NFC East. That's all the wild cards right there.
Oh yeah, good point.
Their entire conference is loaded. Even the Redskins suck and they're 4-4. That's the entire playoff bracket right there, and then every other division winner.
Not the North. Okay.
The Giants and Cowboys are killing it this year. The Eagles are good. That's the whole.
I think the 49ers are better now.
The Giants
I
are
like
such
the
a weird
49ers.
team.
The 49ers traded their entire franchise away for Trey Lance just to sit him behind Garoppolo.
Sit him behind him.
I just don't understand. That looks so
But
bad.
I like the way they look. So I like what I
And
see
then the
with
Dolphins
McCaffrey.
used those picks to get Waddle, Hill, and now Bradley Chubb.
Bradley Chubb. Yeah.
Cousin versus cousin.
That's
What do you
crazy. And the Vikings are sleepers too, and they just got Hawkinson. They're going to be a good team
Aren't they
if they didn't have Kirk Cousins.
What are they? 5-2,
They're
6-1.
They're 6-1,
6-1.
and they just picked up Hawkinson today.
That trade made no sense. I did see that. I don't know why you would trade one of your best offensive weapons while you're still
Because they're
technically.
1-6, and they're not going to pay him.
Yeah.
No, that's true. Oh, his contract year's coming up.
Their season's over, and you're going to have to pay the tight end $17 million a year like Waller.
Yeah.
Well, same thing with
Mike,
Pittsburgh.
bring me.
But you
bring me
trade
on
him
here
to-
more often, Mike. I'll show you a few things.
What?
Bring me on here more often, Mike. I'll teach you a few things,
Yeah, right.
except how to grow a mustache. You have me covered. in that.
It's Steve Robbins. Hey, you know I talked to Steve Robbins?
He's at Custom Trim.
Yeah, I called there. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, Joe. I was like, what? I've told a couple of those guys this story about that Sunday morning, what he saw on that screen. Yeah, you got the old Steve Robbins look, Mike.
Oh my gosh.
So Dan, you got the Eagles. I'm gonna go with the Bills. I don't know why.
Well, the Eagles, in the NFC. The Bills are Chiefs in the AFC. The Chiefs are just the Chiefs, and they're starting to find a role for every player in that offense now. And McCole Hardman's having an emergence to what they can use him for, and they're just good. I mean, Mahomes is the Steph Curry of the NFL. No one likes to see it happen. Everybody hates to watch it, and then when you see it happen, you're like, oh my gosh, how much longer can this go on?
Right. Can't stop it when he gets going.
It's insane. So it's going to be Chiefs and Bills. They're both loading up against each other and trying to put as many playmakers. I mean, the Bills have 3 really, really good tailbacks now because they got Nyheim Hines today.
Yeah, Hines. Yeah.
And Josh Allen's just the man, other than his occasional brain farts. But
yeah, that's a bad dude though, man.
We could have had him. You remember that, right? We took Baker. I think Mike was a fan of that move.
Oh, Baker.
I actually didn't like Baker. I'm not gonna lie though. I wanted
Baker ferociously a year.
I did defend Baker, but I'm not gonna lie. I was dumb with that draft. I wanted Sam Darnold.
A lot of people want to
I admit that. I remember Dan and I sitting there, and I thought, and then Lonnie came up there and said, "Oh, it's going to be Baker," and we're like, "What?" He was right on them picking Baker, but
I wanted Sam Darnold.
Baker next year is going to be the face of the XFL. That's what he'll do, just so he can start.
Really, you don't think he's gonna just commentate Oklahoma football?
He's not riding.
Not now. Eventually,
that guy's he's too arrogant. That
Baker's
dude's
going to be on The Bachelor next year, dude.
The Bachelor.
You talk about a dude having a.
They're all Cheesecake Factory waitresses. Every bachelorette.
Yeah.
He's coming back, baby. He's coming back to the Cheesecake Factory.
He's going to go to the XFL, and just so he can start.
Maybe.
What are they? The Seattle Dragons.
He doesn't care.
He's currently sitting behind a former XFL guy, so that makes sense.
XFL MVP.
Dude, I'm telling you.
PJ Walker.
And he played a lot better than him.
He's playing much better than him.
A lot better than him.
That Hail Mary was insane. That was a good play.
That was a nice throw. That was a dime.
And that was a dumbass call afterwards. DJ Moore shouldn't have gotten a flag, but whatever.
No. Mike, who you like? You like the Eagles and the Bills still? We all agree?
Yeah, and we're pretty much in agreement. I mean, I don't see.
I know you like the Bills, Dad. You like Josh Allen a lot.
The Bills are just so good at football, and their defense is just insane. Because outside of Von Miller, I mean, you don't really have any like marquee names, and yet they are number one in almost every single defensive category, including takeaways. The only other like team that I could see like pushing the NFC. Like,
No, not that. Don't say the Falcons, Mike. Please.
I'm not gonna say
Whatever.
the Falcons, Dan.
My gosh,
I
the
could
Falcons
see
stink.
the Cowboys giving a little bit of a problem in the playoffs if they make it that far.
Well, they're going to
Especially,
make the playoffs, Mike. They're going to make the
Yeah,
playoffs.
I know.
They're making the playoffs.
But they can't win in the playoffs. Not with Dak.
I mean, their offense is questionable. Their defense is insane, though. I didn't see Micah Parsons coming.
Yeah, but
He's a bad dude in college.
Unfortunately, they're going to have to play the Bucs in the first round, and every time the Dak plays Brady, he treats him like his little stepson and retires him to the sideline for the game when they're down 10 points in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Every
I'm just
season
glad we
opens
got
with the
Amari.
Bucs beating the Cowboys, bud, and that's how their season's going to end this year.
I'm just glad we got Amari Cooper for a 5th round pick.
They can come on down to Tampa with their wild card after we, finish 2 games up on your beloved Falcons, and we can end.
I don't
Jerry
like
Jones'
the
career
Falcons.
again.
I just said that they're gonna win that division. I don't like them.
Yeah, I want to roll time out, man. You don't here.
Like the Falcons stink.
When everybody starts. Hey,
So do the Bucks.
Brady's that kind of
They're better
kid.
than the
Everybody starts
Falcons.
doubting him, he wins. So
Yeah, Brady's better than the Falcons. Brady's
If you get Brady a ticket to the dance, there's going to be some stuff going on there. You already know.
Oh, yeah.
He don't care about
Absolutely.
what seed he is anymore. That's not about that. It's not like the games have to go through Foxborough in the cold. You're coming down to sunny Tampa. There's
They're
no
firing the
home field
cannons.
advantage. Half the Florida fans down there aren't even fans of their own team anyway. They just got a free ticket at the Publix and walked over to the game.
They just stumbled in there.
There's no huge home field advantage at the Pirate Ship, dude. That stadium's
Right.
a shithole. I've been there.
Really? I've never been down there.
It's right on the runway too, on the airport, like
Yeah.
literally right next to the airport.
The New York Yankees minor league baseball facility across the street is 2
Well,
times as
yeah.
nice as Tampa Stadium.
Legend Field.
Legends Field.
They don't even turn on the air conditioning in the summertime in the off season just to save money.
Yeah,
It is a
That's
shitty
bad.
stadium.
it is a dump.
Yeah.
But,
You know what stadium's really nice that I've been to that I
The
didn't think would be
Falcons.
nice?
Is it the
I've
Falcons?
never. I don't like the Falcons. Fucking the Lions Stadium. Lions Stadium's actually really nice.
Ford Field.
Mm-hmm.
I never been
Dan,
there.
did you see Raiders when you were in Vegas?
Oh yeah, we went to Allegiant. That stadium is insane.
That's what I heard. The Penna was telling me that yesterday. He said it was just
It looks like the inside of P. Diddy's brain in there. It's just luxury loungers and club seats and curtains and mystery bars
I
everywhere.
miss
and
the
then
one-liner
just a
so
field.
much.
Just a field in the middle.
What do you think about them? You think they should put a dome on in Cleveland?
No.
You don't think so?
No. I mean, if
I'm
we
kinda for
Not even a retractable one?
if we can ever assemble a defense again, other than what we saw last night, like a real defense, like an actual, real, consistent defense, then we could have a home field advantage of teams coming to play here in the cold. And that's with the way that, players are now and how catered to they are. That's something that is a huge advantage. I mean, that's Buffalo in the wintertime. You go play in Buffalo. They're not
Buffalo,
gonna put a
they
dome
got
on
a new
theirs.
stadium being built.
They're building a $20 billion stadium, and it's going to be open air because they know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
I mean, I get that. It's Cleveland. It's on the lake, but there's a part of me to be like, man, it'd be cool to go to a game in the summer and not freeze my ass off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That is true. That is true.
But
It wouldn't take us Browns fans long to pee all over the inside of that thing, though. I mean,
Right.
there's going to be that massive cleaning bill up in there, and all the cigarette smoke and vape smoke from Mike's section's going to, just destroy the roof of that place. Look at him right now.
Look at Mike.
He's
Mike,
out there
you gotta go to
blowing
a game,
fat
dude.
clouds.
I do need to go to a game. I actually am going to I have tickets to the Browns Bucks game.
Dude, they would put you on a jumbo with that stash.
They better.
They would.
I look like the classic jaded Browns fan with the mustache.
You'd be on
All I
TV.
need is a bottle to just throw at a ref.
I was walking up to security guys last night. I'm like, hey, how do I get to the field? And I was waiting for him to be like, what the fuck is going on? I got a clipboard, a headset on, dressed as Stefanski with a red challenge flag in my pocket, and I'm yelling to get me to the field.
Bonus points if you actually got there.
No, I did not get there.
All right.
I did walk around yelling "Don't fire me yet" at all the sections as every time we scored a touchdown.
Odd.
No, I gotta ask you guys real quick before we got here. Might as well hit on the other team real quick. What do you guys think of the Cavs so far? I think
so good.
Dude,
playing
it's
really well. I like.
refreshing, man.
Yeah, I think
We're going to
Donovan,
the finals. Marty
Donovan Mitchell
Oh,
can he
Mike,
win
don't
MVP?
do that to him.
the finals.
Can Donovan
Chance.
Mitchell win MVP?
Yes.
All right.
If he continues to play the way he is playing, if he can do that, sustain that through the season, that dude will be MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, what he's doing, it's crazy. Now, it's only been 6 games, but if he can sustain, I would say yes.
Yeah.
Make that transition. I mean, they could. I mean, and they get deep into the playoffs. Absolutely, I think he can.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. It's refreshing, man. It's just good. There's a lot of cohesion there, and that's what makes it fun to watch. There's no drama. There's no bullshit. So they're just having fun, which is it's just fun to watch. I can't wait to go to a game. I can't wait to go to a game this year. It's just a great experience up there.
Who would have thought 2 years ago that we'd blink and the Browns would be the 3rd best team in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Not me. I wouldn't have thought that.
Yep, the Browns were on the come up, and then it just slid all the way back.
Well, I knew the Cavs are coming because I could see what they were doing. Good draft. Yeah, you could tell they're building through the draft. They're young.
Yeah.
But they drafted well.
The Jazz,
outside of a
Jazz
core.
are doing well with all the pieces we traded them too.
Yeah, they're overachieving.
Yeah.
They wanted to tank.
The Jazz are
But-
6-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm the GM of the Jazz, I'm like, calm down, guys. I want Victor Wembanyama. Come on, they gotta tank. It's
You know what the crazy part is? The Pelicans could get that pick because they have the Lakers pick.
that would
And
be
there's no swap on it either.
Oh.
Like it's fully it's
Well,
unprotected.
that team would be scary. Zion, Wembanyama, Ingram's coming into his own every now and then. Oh, puppy.
There's Max.
Hey Max.
The
I like
Lakers
CJ
are
Lakers
our
are
late night
trash.
entertainment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lakers are late night entertainment.
That's what just fine. We sit every Lakers game. We watch it purely for entertainment. And if you're ever watching a Lakers game, go on YouTube and turn on Ticket TV, and that's
Oh,
the commentary you want. You want. I mean,
Yeah.
you will laugh your ass off. I mean, it's just great entertainment.
Mike, here's my other dog. You know what this dog's name is right here? That's Brady right there.
It's Brady.
Yeah.
Brady.
Did he just get a divorce?
Yes.
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 So Dan, what do you think? You think Donovan Mitchell will win MVP? Keeps it
You know what?
going?
I haven't watched a lot of the Cavs this year.
Oh, really?
Yet, but our dealer group got season tickets, so I will be watching a lot of the Cavs this year. But from what I've seen, the highlights and stuff, they're balling.
Yeah.
They are balling.
Yeah,
Who do you like in the NBA this year?
Oh, he gone.
That'd be froze.
What's that?
I said, who do you like in the NBA this year?
Hold on.
Oh, you're good.
Sorry to let the dogs out. They're going crazy. What'd you say to me?
I said, who do you like in the NBA this year?
Oh, well, I mean, do I have to tell you that the Warriors are going to be?
Oh, you think the Warriors again then?
I mean, it's just insane.
Yeah.
Did anyone know Jordan Poole going to be as good as he is? I mean,
No. Jordan Poole. They got Kuminga. I think Kuminga's pretty good.
I mean, I'm getting tired of seeing him win, and I'm really not a huge Draymond Green fan, obviously, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still a LeBron guy, so I hate to see the slide. I feel like I'm having to pass the torch on LeBron and Brady based on what's going on in their careers now and what's surrounding them. But
well, at least he'll pass Kareem this year. That'd be cool. And I think he's going to pass Magic in all time in the assists too.
yeah, the internet's coming for him and all the cheating out. Here comes the downfall of that.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, not looking good for the Lakers.
Well, the question is, when he passes Kareem, where's he bugging to at the trade deadline? Where's he going? He's not staying there. He's passing Kareem in that jersey, in a Lakers jersey, and then he's out. So where's he going?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, then he's gonna move again based on where Bronny gets drafted, right?
Well,
It
probably
depends.
wherever he's going to go is probably where Bronny will be going.
Unless
Well,
it's the Magic. He
but
said he never played
here's the
for the
other
Magic.
Don't. Here's the other thing. And it might sound like a crazy prediction, But your buddy Hartline, you don't be surprised you see Bronny playing football.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. There's been some chatter with Hartline, and the dude's like a stud football player. I don't think he'll make it. I don't think he'll make it in basketball.
I don't think so either. He's like a second round pick.
The younger brother's way better.
Bryce. Yeah, Bryce is already like 6'6".
That's the basketball player, but don't be surprised you see that dude suited up in a football uniform. I mean, think about that. How crazy would that be? He just shocks everybody and plays receiver for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
I mean, LeBron could have been a tight end. I mean, he was a great football player too.
Well, he is flirting with Ohio State. I know that.
When given the choice, though, with how the money works and everything, most people don't choose football, though.
No.
Yeah, but he's already a brand. It's not even. Is it really even about the money? Is it about like the idea of, hey, I can go do this. You all thought I was going to play basketball. I'm going to go play football. The dude's already got. I mean, it's his own brand now. He's an icon.
I mean, if he's better at football, I'd play football.
I don't think he's ever played football though.
Does he?
I mean, he's got the athleticism.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't think he's ever really played. That's
he
hard.
He had 2 football fields in his backyard growing up. I'm sure he got out there occasionally.
Oh no, I'd say he did, but you know it is. You get out there, you actually get hit. You know what I mean? You gotta. I'm not saying he can't do it because I know, and LeBron and Hartline are good buddies, but I mean he's definitely. I think if he plays basketball. If you look at Ohio State's recruiting class, it's their best recruiting class, and he was really interested in it. And,
well, here LeBron could go to any NFL team right now and be a Pro Bowl tight end.
Oh yeah, by far.
And he's in his late 30s. I mean, he could make the Pro Bowl at tight end tomorrow for any team.
I would think his kid's going to at least try it. I think he's going to try it because he's probably a better football player than a basketball player.
He's got the football size. He's 6'2". He's fast.
So he looks like a football player. He doesn't look like a basketball player.
No, he looks like a
football player.
Yeah, he's got big hands. I mean, he looks like a football player.
Well, in a world where Michael Woods can be a wide receiver in the NFL, anything can happen.
Anthony Schwartz.
I know that's Antonace's guy, but too, by the way. My gosh.
And you know they love it, man. Nike would love it.
There was a Michael Woods sighting on the first play of the game last night. I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah, he got 1 first down.
I couldn't even believe it.
Michael Woods is the training camp MVP. After that,
training camp MVP, yeah.
That guy should be a gunner on a CFL team, and he's out there starting wide receiver for the Browns.
Is he better?
I like David Bell a lot. I think David Bell's gonna shore up eventually.
I like
David Bell is good. He's just so slow.
So is Jarvis Landry. I mean, it's a slot receiver. What are you going to do? He's going to run a curl. He's going to run a small slant. Yeah, it is what it is. He's going to run a 10-yard out. Like you need receivers like that.
He ran a faster 40 than Jarvis.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Well, Larry Fitzgerald wasn't fast either, but he was just a physical specimen. But
David Bell is a bad dude coming out. I mean, in high school and in college, he's got the talent. I like to see him use him more. I mean, I know he's locker buddies with Watson, so maybe that'll help when he comes back.
Why is Anthony Schwartz still on the team?
I don't know.
He was a healthy scratch. I'm sure he's going to get redesignated to practice.
He almost blocked a punt last night.
Who drafted him?
Are you sure?
Yeah, he almost blocked a punt last night. I'm like, finally we used Schwartz where he could be.
The special teams, yeah.
It's the ego that says, I wasted a draft pick. Nobody wants to say that. Just fucking be done with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you draft Baker over Josh Allen and you have to live with that for 25 years, I mean, my gosh.
Yeah. Andrew Berry didn't draft him.
But, I mean, it was current regime that drafted Schwartz, right?
Yeah, they took him in the
it was.
Yeah.
So, like, nobody ever wants to. That's the crime when you keep someone when they're not playing well or they're working well. Let's say in our profession, when you keep somebody, that's the crime. Just be done with somebody. Quit.
Yeah.
People worry about their ego.
Like we'll be with Perry on Winfrey next year.
Yeah.
The YouTube barking sensation.
I was so high on Perry on Winfrey.
I like that cat.
I was high on him. I thought he was going to be like a really good, interior lineman, 3-tech kind of guy. And I don't know what's up with him. That's a shame.
Well, he'll be on your Falcons next year, dude. So good luck.
I don't like the Falcons. Let's go and do it.
I mean, my God,
man.
Actually, I don't really even. I don't claim an NFC team like most people like have an AFC NFC team. I don't really claim them. I watch it.
I hope Tom wins.
Well, you just claimed him about 37 minutes ago.
I said they would win the division. That doesn't make me like I can say the Eagles are going to win that division. Does that mean I like the Eagles? No.
No, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Same with the Falcons winning. Makes sense.
We're always rooting for Tom.
Yeah, I like Tom. I'm happy for Jalen Hurts too. I like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
in college.
I like Jalen Hurts.
I'm glad for Jalen. Good for Jalen Hurts. I like him.
He is having
Yeah.
a MVP type season.
He's a good dude too.
Insane.
If you go look into Jalen Hurts, like his interviews in college, like when he left Alabama, his story there, and he went local. He's a good guy. I like Jalen Hurts.
I think Josh Allen
remember
MVP. But
Saban sat him for Tua. You remember that game?
Yeah, but he was still cheering on the sideline too. He was still like, I like him, and he was good in college. But good for him, man. He's gonna get paid. They got to.
I actually can't believe the Eagles and Rams didn't call us today for Kareem Hunt. We could put a deal together.
I thought the Rams would call.
I thought the Rams for sure.
The Rams might have called if they could have traded Cam Akers first. Because there were no takers for Akers. That dude stinks.
I couldn't believe Brandon Cooks is still on the Texans after today. I thought he was for sure going to be traded, especially like the Packers. I'm surprised they didn't come calling.
Isn't Brandon Cooks like 32 years old? I mean, nobody wants that contract.
Look at the Packers, though, dude. They need anybody.
If anything, the Browns should call for him if we actually think there's a chance of the season because he'd fit in right with Deshaun and we could start chucking the ball around.
I thought the Browns made the most sense if they take like a mid-round pick, but like, you know, I mean, there was some weird like I don't know if like the Chase Claypool thing killed it. Like the Steelers getting a second. I don't know. Wide receiver market's all over the place, and then Calvin Ridley goes for a conditional fourth that can turn into a second.
What did Claypool go for?
His second rounder to the Bears.
Second rounder.
Yeah. A second rounder to the Bears, and then Ridley went for a fourth that becomes a third if he's on the roster, and then becomes a second if they give him a contract extension.
And if he can get off his DraftKings app next year.
Yeah, if he can get off the DraftKings app. Dude, so I just downloaded FanDuel. I get $100 free bets when it finally rolls around in Ohio. I'm hype.
On January 1st, every Giant Eagle's getting a betting terminal installed in it.
Are you serious? Is that real?
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You're all on that shit, aren't you?
No, I mean, I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Dan's already all the way in.
Yeah, he's in.
He's going to be Saturday morning meetings. He's going to be like, all right, first things first, I got to go over my parlay with you guys if we can get back to Carson.
FanDuel and Keno.
I'm going to put my net worth on the Falcons not to win the division.
I'll take that. I think the Bucks beat the Rams by 2 touchdowns this week.
We'll see. Well, I don't know if Cooper Kupp's playing or not. That's a big deal for the Rams.
Yeah, isn't he hurt?
Between how the Rams played and how the Bengals played last night, talk about a Super Bowl hangover. It'd be hard to watch them play and be like, these two teams were in the Super Bowl last year? Wow.
Right.
Yeah, they don't look nearly like it. And Joe Burrow, my gosh, they can't block him to save their life.
They're
going to end up getting him. They're going to end up getting him smoked.
Yeah. He's already gotten one bad injury.
What is it? Like
next
29 sacks
Andrew
so
Luck.
far? 29 sacks so far this season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grief.
We sacked him 5 times last night.
Yeah. We had guys that
He's going to get killed.
Yep.
But,
Yep.
All right, guys. I think we can a little longer, but that's all good. You guys, I guess we'll start with you, Dan, or whoever. You guys got anything you want to say on the way out?
Yes, Mike. Please stop talking about Michael Woods.
When have I talked about Michael Woods?
You mention his name every broadcast. I listen to all these. You know that, right? I heard you mention.
I don't mention Michael Woods
more times than I've ever heard his name mentioned.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a little. I liked Michael Woods a little bit.
Stop talking like Daniel Tice is a good NBA player, please.
What?
Daniel Tice. You love Daniel Tice and Michael Woods and all these guys.
Daniel Tice.
I'm pretty sure you're watching ESPN and you're just reading names off the ticker at the bottom.
Oh my God.
Next broadcast, I want you to sit in the front of the TV so I can see it in the back, so I know you're just not reading off the ticker.
Here, I'll show you the TV. It's just waiting for me to turn the old Xbox back on.
Yeah, that looked like a paused adult video to me, bud.
Oh, you want to? Not yet, but
not yet.
Not yet. Oh boy.
Also, Mike, aren't you opening a bar or something? Where's my invite to this new mystery bar you're opening?
Yeah, it's gonna be it's in downtown Akron. There's been a ton of snags along the way, but it's right across the street from the Duck Stadium. But yeah, I'll let everybody know when we actually have a real, honest to God open date. There's been so many snags with it.
Well, yeah, with what? Pandemic, building costs, everything at once.
Well, then there were the riots. We lost a lot of our windows
Staffing,
and our
riots,
doors.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Are you bringing DJ Chandabear up there? He's down here holding it down at Karma Social down here in Seatown.
yeah, he is.
Oh, God.
It's actually the same owner. So like, but yeah, he's probably going to be down there a little bit. It's going to be a different vibe. It's like a high end cocktail lounge. What we're doing. So I got to retrain Chandler, so he's out making the signature trash can cocktail up in my bar. But
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, dude, go down to Karma Social, get yourself a picture of the trash can. Yeah, you'll have a good night for about $25.
Mike, I'll make you a bet. If the Falcons win the division, I'll pour a Lipton iced tea over my head.
Oh my God.
Mint tea, the purely mint tea is what
It was one of the
Like-
best
like-
days.
Like when you got back down and posted up for 12 straight points.
I
by
did.
Vince Martin.
I did.
You
I
got
hit
killed,
I
dude.
hit 2 threes. I was feeling good, and then I just lost. I was so gassed.
You got.
And that's when I
dude.
realized, like, maybe I should quit smoking cigarettes.
Dude, you were
Dude,
dying.
You made Vince Martin look like the High Chief Robert Parrish at the Tuscarora Park.
Yeah.
That was a rough day.
Robert.
It was rough. A lot of people showed. There were way more people there than I expected.
he
Brett
just-
showed up
oh.
to that and everything. That was weird.
Well, Mike, we were good at promoting and building up events to be more than they were.
Yeah. Oh, it's like the Turkey Bowl. Remember the Turkey Bowl? I used to love going to the Turkey Bowl. My
Turkey
gosh.
Bowl. We'd have 60 people at the Turkey Bowl between players and people on the sideline watching. I think we're gonna try to get one together this Thanksgiving. Actually.
Are you really?
Yep.
I'll be there, dude. I'm not playing, obviously. I played
know.
that first year, and I was in so much pain after. I said, "Yeah, I'm done." But I like to ride the sidelines and talk shit.
Yeah, you and I coach. You and I sit on the sideline and coach.
Oh, I love it, man. I love to talk.
There's some great memories of that.
The
And
golden
if he's
jump
watching
box.
if he's watching this, when Richard Bacon demanded to get in the game
I just saw him this morning.
and got the ball thrown to him, Bacon, I love you for that, bud. That's just a great memory.
Lord Bacon.
I'll
Saw
never
him
forget.
this morning.
He
I'll
rolled
never
into that
forget,
game with like Jason Voorhees without the mask on and took a slant route off the chest that would
Oh,
took
my
all
God.
the momentum out of that drive.
I'll never forget when I saw Daler catch it and he got tapped. It was 2-8, and he got tapped like right as soon as he caught it. And he kept running. And he just
Blew
pulled
his
finger in
hamstring
the air.
out.
Blew his hamstring. Yeah, he's running one hand in the air, and all of a sudden he goes like this. He grabs his hamstring, and that's it. He's done.
Dan, you remember that when you remember that happened to Heaton? Heaton had that pick six, and he's hauling ass to his landmark, and all of a sudden his hamstring blows out. It was the funniest damn thing. When that big, tall, lanky bastard was just hauling ass down the sideline. And then
My gosh, he may see you tagged and listen to this actually. So shout out to Heaton for blowing his
Shout out
hand.
to you for blowing your hammy. But,
it was a good
Yeah.
time. Man.
yeah.
Well, those guys would show up to the game dressed like they were ready to go chop down a Christmas tree.
Right. Good grief.
Remember the year we tried softball? That one.
Oh yes, I do. Yeah,
Yeah, it didn't
Ryan,
go
our
for-
grid hanging out.
yeah.
and three of our players up with no gloves or bats.
Yeah, Gergs. I remember I just saw Gergs coming over the hill. Just showed up with Air Jordans. He had it. Shout out to Gergs. Gergs, I love you. But Gergs just came over the hill at Kenmore with just his Air Jordans on. That's it.
That's
all he
it.
had. Air Jordans. When Dan's
Yeah.
like, "All right, bro, you're in the outfield. You're out there. Bro, you're in left field."
Yeah, that
Oh, that
was tough. That was a tough showing, that game.
Yeah, that was bad. Those dudes, the team we played against, it was like, Mike, imagine all of us showing up like, how these guys are, cigarettes and everybody smoking and just showing up, nothing. These guys show up with travel bags.
Yeah, they're all a bunch of hot
they had, like,
guys played
jerseys.
softball with me, yeah.
Bad
Yeah,
jerseys.
they had jerseys, and we're all just like sitting here with shorts
We
and
got
t-shirt. on.
Reinhardt on deck with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah.
The hardcore
Leo-
version of Terry
Leo was-
Francona.
Leo with his spandex on from high school. I mean, that shit
Yeah.
was lined up
Peak
his
pitching.
ass. I don't know how he's walking.
And Picard pitching.
Picard pitching fresh
Picard
off his last
pitching.
performance 10 years ago against Holy Trinity, where he gave up 9 runs.
Heavy duty.
Good times, though, man.
Heavy-
Picard was
Yeah.
throwing father-son balls up there, and they were just knocking the piss out of these things.
Yeah.
That's great.
No, I guess we'll wrap it up here. I know you guys got to get going, so I appreciate you guys for coming on, and this was fun. Let's
I think we'll
see,
have a lot more to critique after next game.
Oh, for sure. But,
Yeah.
no,
There'll
this
be a lot
is
more to
good.
critique after that.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, then we get lit up by Waddle and Hill.
It'll be a little different, especially if Greedy gets mossed again like he did against T. Higgins.
yeah.
Yeah. That was
Oh,
right.
my God.
T. Higgins just treated him like he was his kid.
Yeah, I do like Martin Emerson's nice. I like him.
Martin Emerson's a great pick.
In pass coverage, yes. I saw him approach a couple things that were supposed to be tackles yesterday that didn't go very well for him, but he's explosive. He's good. He's talented.
That was a good pick. I like his size, his versatility. He was good in he played in the SEC too, so I like that. But no, anything. Now we got the old Death duo back together. A lot of people are looking forward to watching this. So, anything you two guys want to say on the way out? The old duo.
Just it's always great to sit next to the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a
Even
great
virtually?
memory. Yeah. Well, and have Mike in front of us. We just need that box. We just need that box.
Just need the box. I'll never forget the day after that month. I sold 21 cars. 18 of them were new. And the first day of the next month, I got to Dan. I was like, "Hey, Dan, can I throw away the fucking box?" And he's just like, "Sure, bud."
For anyone who's watching, what we're talking about, Mike was deciding to take like 2 or 3 months off in a row where his production wasn't up to standard. So when he came to work that day, we presented him with an empty box, which meant get your shit and get out. And what we did, we just left it. I think it was sitting next to you, Dan, right on the floor behind the horseshoe. And so Mike had to look at that box every day. And I think Mike sold 28 cars that month.
It was 21.
Well, I thought, okay, you followed up with like 28 or something. You were still paranoid. So
The next month was because that was in April. The next month, yeah, I sold like well over that.
There was no denying the natural sales talent. That's for sure.
absolutely. One of the best, dude.
Yeah.
He got all that talent. You know?
Yeah.
When he was with me at the other store, he was Malibu Mike. All he just sold was Malibus.
That's all I sold. How much negative do you have? That's crazy, dude.
How about a Malibu?
It's crazy, man.
Highest grossing subprime car in America.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Oh, you're fresh out of a BK? It's crazy, man. Come with me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I appreciate you guys coming on, and yeah. Guess we'll wrap it up here.
Mike, if you'd like to, we're getting together for lunch next Tuesday. If you'd like to go, same to you, Rusty. If you want to meet up for lunch, I'm going to get a crew together. We're going to go to lunch somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
Oh, the
hitters
hitters luncheon.
luncheon.
We can
I want
talk
the
all
lunch
about the
too.
Falcons.
Yeah.
You better. He might give you a Mariota jersey next week.
Well, they are cheap. Any TJ
Right, that's what I'm
Maxx,
saying.
one of them.
Get him one of those. We'll get you a jersey. We'll get you
Yeah.
and Corey matching jerseys. You can be a Falcons fan with Corey.
Yeah, I'll get Corey
Falcons fan.
down.
I'm not a Falcons fan.
Corey's a Falcons fan.
Corey
He
is
has
a diehard.
But I
He's
gotta give
got
it to him though. He's from Georgia though. You
He's
know what I
from
mean?
Savannah.
Mike.
So
Yeah.
but he's from Georgia, so I kind of admire him.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
from Savannah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, man. Yeah, it's good to see the two duo back up here. I know it's like you said, Mike. I remember coming to sit with you, Dan, behind the desk when I was a kid. My dad would come and do deliveries, and
Yep.
I remember a lot of those memories. People walking into the glass. I remember the incident with the lady threw the mom off, or the daughter rather, no, was it the mom? Yeah, the mom. Remember you guys were in the trailers? They were building the building, and that one Sunday, the mom threw the greeter off the front of the building, off the porch.
Yep. Remember that. Yep.
And the police had to come and escort. And
Yep.
Willis was sitting there chanting white trash. They were coming through thing. That was
Just
something
another
else.
day in B Town.
Just another day in B
Oh,
Town.
yeah. Absolutely.
Another day in B Town.
All right, man. I'll see you later. Then I
Yep, you
appreciate
guys
you
have a
coming
good
on.
week. Thanks for bringing me on, Joseph. Joe, good to see
I
you.
appreciate
It's
it.
nice. Good seeing you. I'll get
Good
I'll
seeing you.
info for Tuesday.
All right,
See you
sounds
next
good,
week.
brother.
See you next week,
All
man.
right.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.
Bye, Joseph.
See you, dude.
All right. Are you leaving, Mike? Yeah.
Oh, no, I guess not. Never mind. I didn't know if we were done or not.
Oh no, yeah, we'll wrap up. I was gonna go one by one, but
Oh, okay. I don't know stuff.
now you got anything you want to say on the way out, Dad? Or,
No, just hey, thanks, Mike and Dan coming on. I love seeing everybody support my son's show, and just keep doing it. It's good. It's great. It's just great having people on, especially you, Mike. It's always a blast. You know what I mean? So
Always.
I try to watch every episode I can, and I'm always laughing. So
yeah, Mike's gonna do his own podcast eventually. We're gonna get Mike on his own.
Yeah, I gotta get a better camera and some equipment,
We'll
but I
get you
do
hooked
plan
up.
on doing it.
We'll get you
Already got
hooked
the
up.
perfect name.
Oh yeah.
Can't tell you.
No,
Secret.
save it.
Right.
Save it. We'll get you a logo. We'll get you a logo and everything too. We'll get you hooked up.
We'll have to get together, dude. Joseph and I were up the basement today for lunch, and we're just like,
telling me.
meet up here and get Mike over here.
Yeah, I'll call you. Yeah, we'll go over there. We'll do it. Maybe we'll do a live show from lunch. We'll set it up eventually.
It can't be during the Browns game though, because
Hell no.
that place is barred from my Browns game thing. Because every time I go there, they lose, so I can't go to the basement and watch Browns game.
So, all right.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and I'll see you in a couple minutes.
All right. See you, Mike.
Right.
Bye, Joe.
All right, Mike. Appreciate you coming on again.
Always.
Like always. This is a fun one. I'm sure a lot of people will be watching this one because of the two guys we got up here. So
Right.
it's pretty cool. Any final words from you on the way out?
Cavs play tomorrow. They're gonna beat the Celtics, and I'm really excited to see Darius Garland back in the offense. See what he can do. Actually implementing himself with Donovan
on
Mitchell.
ESPN too tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're probably gonna flex a lot of our games.
They should. That's a fun team to watch. But,
yeah.
Nah, man, I appreciate it. This is actually I'm gonna make this is episode 50. So 50 episodes. And
congratulations on 50, brother.
You were a part of a lot of them, so thank you to you.
Of course.
Appreciate
Anytime.
you.
Anytime, man.
Getting you warmed up for your podcast. So
absolutely.
Looking forward to more of them. Mike and I will be doing some more work in the future. But,
absolutely. Gonna keep the mustache.
Yeah. All right, bro. I'll see you later.
See you later, bro.
Later.
Bye.
All right, guys. Appreciate you for tuning in today. This is going to be episode 50 of The Real. Wasn't planned, but you know what? I'm going to make that episode 50 just because we had two special guests on. I appreciate you guys for you've been sticking with this channel with me, with my podcast. I've got some new ideas coming up here soon. Some different things I want to do. I'm going to take this to another level. I'm just kind of been taking my time with it, step by step, because I'm still working on myself in a lot of areas, some things I'm working on in my own personal life with my journey. But I've come a long way, especially in the last 7 months now since I've been doing this. So definitely got some things planned, some cool things with some pretty good names as well I got planned eventually down the road. So I'll be looking forward to that. And that's all I got for you guys today. Go Browns again. Good win last night. Finally got a win in the win column again. Snapped the losing streak. And looking forward to the Cavs tomorrow night, like my man Mike said. And that's all I got for you guys today. Appreciate Dan for coming on. Appreciate my dad for coming on. That was pretty cool. And thanks to Mike, like always. And I'll link. My dad's not on social media, so you're not going to find my dad. Anybody knows my dad, you're not going to find him. But I'll link Dan and Mike's social media below. You can find them. They always post cool things. Dan's always posting great photos and stuff wherever he's, wherever he's about, at the games, wherever he's at. So go follow those guys if you aren't already. Episode 50. Pretty cool. 50 episodes in, and looking forward to the next 50. And so, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you guys in the next one.